I don't think it's the best advice to hit kids when they do something wrong. Welcome back to another episode of Fresh Thoughts from the Hearts. Okay, this is Greg and Kristen. We're talking about having kids today, and apparently my wife wants to hit them. I don't think it's a terrible idea.
I got spanked as a kid.
I got fucking spanked as a kid. I used to try and beat my dad up the stairs.
I don't think you should hit kids, though. I never said that.
Nah.
You're trying to make me sound bad.
No, it's all good. It happens. I just think that a good smack in the ass every so often doesn't hurt no one.
Kids have to have like a healthy fear of their parents, right?
Yeah.
I always had the threat of my dad getting involved, and you'd hear him take some loud steps down the hallway, and you're like, oh shit, behave.
Yeah, it always seemed like as a kid you just walk all over your mom, and your dad would get brought in to calm it down.
Yeah.
You were also just you and your sister.
Yeah.
You didn't have a brother.
No, and like me and my sister fighting was like just fighting with our words.
I throw knives at mine.
Knives.
Knives.
This is why they don't like you.
That's probably why I deserve to get fucking hit.
I mean, we had a couple like physical fights, but even though I was the younger sister, I was always the bigger sister, and I could just sit on her, and I win. So it didn't go very far.
Yeah, Hillary was a lot taller than me, but I would just hum knives at her. Oh.
Excuse you.
Excuse me.
God. Nasty.
Give me my chips back.
No, you're not munching in people's ears.
Oh my god, the camera's way up there, they're not even gonna hear me.
No, I'm the type of person who can't deal with chewing sounds. You're not doing that to listeners. Oh, stop it.
Anyway, we don't know if we want to have kids.
I really don't know.
Well, only if I'm allowed to hit them.
Stop.
No, it's not true. I don't know, you get the mixed feelings of whether or not you want to financially support them. Like, really.
Yeah.
Like, it does become a factor of whether or not you, like... People get stressed out nowadays about money all the time, and we don't have to worry about that right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we ever want to have to worry about that.
Yeah.
I feel like it puts a dive on your marriage. It makes everything around you and your spouse all have to be kid-related.
Yeah.
It just seems like it stops you from being married to just parents.
I like think about it very selfishly still. Like,
yeah.
We can go out golfing whenever we want. We can make plans and just like go somewhere for the night. That all changes with kids. Can you stop licking your areas?
Relax.
Nobody needs to hear that.
We'd be great parents. We went to Jamaica in February.
Yeah.
Obviously for a honeymoon, but then LA, it's going to cost us the same amount as Jamaica.
Yeah.
And
It's
that
like
kind of
full
shit
time,
is going
yeah.
to be tough to do if you have a child. You have to get, you have a child and a dog at that point, and then if I'm going to have one, I'm going to have two kids, and I got two kids and a dog, and I'm trying to get away for 2 weeks of the year. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not bringing them with me.
Well, and then I started to think about like all the times that like we have friends who have kids, and you always hear the wives complaining about the husbands going golfing. And I'm like, that's never an issue for me. Why can't you go golfing for 4 hours in the afternoon? And then it kind of clicks. It's like, oh, because they're leaving them alone all day with their kids. That's why they're complaining. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to be mad at you for wanting to go golfing.
I don't want to have to change getting approval for everything I do because it affects you more because you have to worry about a kid.
Yeah, I don't want to have to... I don't want you to have to ask me for approval, and I don't want to have to, like, ask you either.
You're pretty easy.
Yeah, you're a very low maintenance dog.
If a kid pisses and shits outside in the yard twice a day and eats out of a bowl, I'm in. Like you do.
Can you lay down, though?
Lay down. No, not the paw.
That's a paw.
Lay down. Okay, we're getting dumb. Thank you, cutie.
He's getting dumber as he gets older.
And then not even just like the financial burden of having a kid, like all of a sudden you just have so much more pressure on the way you'd raise them, and maybe our parents had the same feelings when they were younger about the world and how it was becoming and all this technology and all this shit coming, but it's here.
Mm-hmm.
And it just seems like it's not that I am against people's choices to do what they want with their lives and identify as what they want. I get it. It is what it is. People want to be happy, want to be free, and that's what you need to do it, then fucking do it. But I don't want it to now become an issue for my child growing up, that he has to, before the age of 10, figure out what he is.
Yeah.
Like, can he just be a fucking kid?
Yeah, that's very true. I always just, like, see our friends parenting their kids and, like, you're responsible for how this human turns out. And in my mind, I'm like, do I want to do that? I'm still trying to figure out me. I don't think I can try and figure out another little human that I'm responsible for.
If my kid is 6 years old, 5 years old, wants to play with a Barbie, play with a fucking Barbie.
Yeah.
And it's my son, play with a fucking Barbie. I put on a dress at like the age of like 8.
Well, you had 2 sisters.
Yeah.
You were playing dress up with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played house, played with Barbies, put on a little bit like my sister's flower girl dress.
Mm-hmm. You turned out fine.
And anyone could, like, I just don't understand at that age why you have to start worrying about that shit. Yeah. Just let them be a fucking kid. I'm not going to say I'm going to micromanage them and say, hey, boys don't wear dresses, or hey, don't play with dolls. What are you, gay? Like that kind of shit. I'm not doing that.
No.
I just think that they should have a little longer to make their own fucking choice of what they want to do with the rest of their life.
I'm hoping, like, our generation is going to do a good job with kids, because I feel like we're kind of in that, like, happy middle area. We're not our parents' generation where that's all against it, like, against the gender stuff, against the whole... What's the word I want to use? But then there's now this, like, generation after them that are just, like, offended by everything, and they're so sensitive. But then I feel like our generation now is kind of, like...
It's always hard to put it as a whole, because it's usually...
Yeah.
80, 90% of the population doesn't give a shit. The 10% of the people that are just so fucking loud that have to try and put their opinion out to everyone. Like, you know how many people have Facebook and shit and don't post anything except for happy birthday? They don't care to give out their opinion.
Yeah.
They don't care.
That's
like,
my mom.
They live their life and they're happy with it, and you live your life and be happy with it. It's like... If like, let's just say I was raised and was, like, extremely abused and yelled at and put down all the time, obviously I'm going to want to do the complete opposite for my kids. Mm-hmm. I just think there's a back and forth between, like, our parents' generation, who were raised by the people born in the 50s or the 40s that had a much different upbringing. Race wasn't the same.
Yeah. What
you did for a living wasn't the same. If you didn't work 60 hours a week, you were a pussy or a bag of shit, or... Like, it was just, like, no more of, like, filter or talking to someone with respect, or there was obviously talking to someone and treating someone with respect and handshakes and, like, being a man and the stuff that I do fully respect. But you think that my parents' generation got treated like that and then didn't treat their next generation?
Like babies?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Kids are just wild, too. Like, we had friends over to our house and who brought their kids. And it was actually a very fun night. It was fun to have their kids there and, like, get to see them and kind of, like, interact with their kids. But at the same time, you asked a question to them that I thought was really funny. And you didn't intend it to, like, be a funny question. But you said, when do kids start to, like, want clean hands? Or how did you word it? When do they start to know that their hands are dirty and they want to clean them?
But you know what I mean? You know what I meant?
Yeah.
Like... When you get something on your hand as an adult, you're like, oh, fuck, and you go wipe it off before you do something else. A kid fucking eats a bag of Cheetos and then just decides to go finger paint on the wall. There's no in-between, and I don't know what age they just think...
I think it depends on the kid, because I was a kid, I was, like, a texture kid. I couldn't have, like, if my hands got sticky, they couldn't be sticky. I would ask to get them cleaned. Like,
that night also made me... It gives you, like, the both feelings.
Yeah.
It gives you the feelings of, first off, I was ignorant enough to not even think about my friends bringing their kids. Mm-hmm. I thought, I'm inviting friends that I haven't seen in a long time or haven't had over at my house for a long time because we moved back to my hometown. And wanted to have them over for some drinks, and then it ended up being Cinco de Mayo, so they decided we'll do Cinco de Mayo food, do a bunch of Mexican, Spanish food. Little did I know until that day that there would be 6 kids running around my house.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually 5 because one of them can't run. But jumping on the couches and throwing around toys and jumping off and hitting their head off the wall. And
oh God, yeah.
it's things you just don't take into consideration. And I get the text that they're bringing their kids, and I should have immediately already known that, and it was never an issue. I was okay with it.
Yeah.
But then it's like, do I need to get juice boxes? I don't have any toys. Do we have crayons? What the fuck do I
We
get?
played with our dog toys.
And then they
They
played with
carry
Chevy's
you
dog
around
toy.
your stuffed animals. But it really does, like, it gives you, like, watching them, like, jump on the couch or, like, getting crumbs on the floor and stuff like that. I'm like, ooh, I don't think I'm ready for this, or I don't know if I want this. But then, like, when it was getting time for them to leave and they start to get sleepy and they're, like, up on Dad's shoulders and, like, cuddling, resting their head on his head, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute. And then I kind of think about maybe I do, but then I go back to me, I don't know. I know I don't want them right now.
Okay, you gotta take into consideration they would be my kids. So you have to have the spawn of fucking Satan for 12 hours a day, and then they're cute and cuddly for 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a day job, and you're gonna stay home during the day with the kid, and then I'll come home at night when they're cute and cuddly and they go to sleep.
I think I'm good. Don't want anything to do with it.
Kids are pretty funny though.
Yeah.
I did find some funny, embarrassing kid stories.
Is this gonna be an upgrade of your last stories?
Yeah, we never even posted that one because you said my stories were terrible. I think these ones are funny.
Okay. Oh, we never posted that. A podcast?
Yeah. We recorded it and you're like, let's do another one. I don't think that was funny.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I got a lot, so let's see. Once we invited a couple from church over to our house for the first time to watch a Bears game. At the time, my son was 3 or 4 and would refer to teams by their jersey color. That day, the Falcons and the Bears... Oh, sorry, there's a typo. That day, the Falcons were playing the Bears. The Bears were in white, and the Falcons were in black. Their son quietly asked, which one is the Bears? I told him the white team. To which he then shouts, yeah, we cheer for the white guys because we don't like black guys, right, Dad? I had to awkwardly say, yes, the Falcons are wearing black, and today we don't like them because they're against the Bears. Everyone laughed, but there was some side glances.
That is funny.
That's very funny. Kids just don't have that filter.
It'd be a lot funnier if you said it in the middle of a mall.
Well, yeah, that would be.
We like white guys, right, Dad? We don't like blacks.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
That would be. Okay, speaking of malls and supermarkets, there's a bunch in here about that. In the toilets at a local supermarket, Mother Nature was paying her visit. My 4-year-old son came into the washroom with me. He went running out the toilet to announce to his grandma and the rest of the supermarket that Mummy has a piece of string hanging out of her bum.
Oh, what the fuck? I get weird feelings about this. I guess where else are you supposed to put him?
Yeah, what are you supposed to do with your 4-year-old?
I'd leave him outside the stall.
Well, actually, I read it and then I was like, well, if Grandma's there,
why was he even in there?
why didn't he stay with Grandma? But could you imagine your kid running out and yelling at everybody that? I would be so embarrassed.
That's fucking weird.
I knew you were gonna like that one. I'm trying to find the funny ones now. Okay. When my daughter was 3, we were at Target and she had to use the washroom. Since we were already there, I figured I would go too. Big mistake. While I was going, she leaned over and looked under the stall. She stood up quickly with a look of amazement on her face, so I knew something was about to go down. She promptly yelled, "Did you see how big that lady's panties are?" I wanted to hide.
That's my kid.
Poking their head underneath. Hello.
How did you not yell at them?
Well, kids are quick.
That's true.
They're fast.
You need like some kind of mechanism that hangs them from the door.
You're gonna hang a kid from a bathroom stall door.
Almost like a swing. What?
They kind of like make those hooks in the bathrooms now so that people can't hang on them.
No, I'm not gonna hang my kid from his underwear. I mean like a nice invention that has 2 bungees that go on the side walls.
Like a hammock.
Yeah, and he sits in it.
Okay.
Would a mom bring that in her purse?
I feel like that's just kind of a safety hazard.
Oh.
You're sitting on the toilet going to the bathroom and your kid is hanging by this hammock of bungee cords and fabric.
You don't make it so he's hanging fucking 6 feet off the ground. You make it so he's like a foot off the ground.
What are you going to attach it to?
The sidewalls.
There's going to be hooks in every stall?
No. The hooks are like this and they go on the walls of the stalls.
Oh, and it's a really long cord.
Yeah.
I get okay.
But it's like retractable so it goes in your purse.
Okay, maybe.
Seems like a lot of effort. I'd rather my kid just tell me the girl next to me is a little larger.
Or just wearing granny panties.
His mom walked in a thong.
What?
Is this kid only ever seen the thong? He's like, what are these big underwears?
Maybe. If I'm a mom, I'm only wearing thongs.
He's wearing fucking tighty whities. You know the shape of a regular pair of underwear. He thinks this one fucking could be a bed sheet.
A boat sail.
Maybe.
Okay. I was working as a cashier several years ago, and this little girl, maybe 6 years old, was trying to get her mother's attention. Mom was busy writing a check, so the little girl turned to me and said, "You want to know what my mommy says to my daddy when they're alone?" Mom's head shot up just as I laughed and said, "Sure." The little girl pushed her bum out behind her, started waving it back and forth, shouting, "Smack my bottom, smack my bottom." I've never seen a parent snatch a child out the door so quickly.
What do these kids see?
I don't know why I imagine that one in a British accent. Smack my bottom.
You're weird. Smack my bottom, smack my bottom.
That's
my
British?
accents are bad. What was that?
Was that supposed to be British?
Smack my bottom.
Sure.
You do it?
I don't know.
Do it.
Smack my bottom.
Smack my bottom.
I don't know.
I sound Nigerian almost.
You do a little
Smack my bottom. Mate.
That's probably the funniest one that was on here. Let's see. When I was a kid, my mom and I were at a local mega store at the checkout, and my mom told me to hold her purse. I was a curious 9-year-old and went looking through her purse because I was bored. I found a receipt from Ann Summers for something called a cock ring. I didn't know what it was, so while my mother was being served by the lady at the till, I very loudly asked what a cock ring was and where Ann Summers was because I'd never heard of it. She just gave a knowingly smile to the cashier, who looked very uncomfortable, and asked for her purse back.
What the fuck's Ann Summers?
I'm gonna guess it's like a sex toy store. What's a cock ring?
I don't know if I want kids.
Right? These kind of make me wonder, but they're also, I don't know,
It's just some wild fucking parents though.
Yeah. I'd be hiding my cock ring receipts a little better.
Cock ring receipts usually go in the file under cock rings. We don't put them in our purse.
And we use a noise canceling machine when we're having sex so they don't hear us yelling, "Smack my bottom."
Why was the bottom shaking thing? It sounds like she walked in and saw it. That would be fucking
Maybe.
terrifying.
That'd traumatize you.
Your child's gonna be a stripper.
Okay, we got a couple more. When our daughter was 3, we were in a restaurant with all 5 of our kids. She was bored because she had finished eating first, so she started grabbing things and throwing them at her brother. She grabbed a salt shaker and started to throw it, so my wife picked her up and started walking her to the car. The moment they hit the parking lot, our daughter started screaming, "Stranger, save me, stranger!" Someone called the police and we had to prove she was ours.
Who the hell taught her that? Oh, you probably got told like...
You get taught stranger danger. She was like, "Fuck you, Mom. Watch me fuck up your afternoon."
Oh my god. That's where you should be allowed to hit your kids. When you get home after explaining yourself to the police, oh fucking come here.
No.
I know.
Okay, 2 more. Took my kids to see Puss in Boots. When the lights dimmed and Puss appeared on the screen, my middle son screamed, "It's pussy time!" The whole theater was cracking up. I laughed so hard I cried. He probably has no idea that pussy is an actual, sexual word.
It's pussy time! I might say that now.
When you go to see Puss in Boots?
No, just randomly sometimes.
Okay, are my stories better this time?
Yeah.
Okay, this one's really short. My 3-year-old son punched my husband in the crotch, told him to go apologize, and he said, "Daddy, I'm sorry I punched you in your vagina."
That's a diss. Your son's calling you a pussy.
Without even knowing it.
Those were better.
Oh, see, kids could be funny. They could give us some free entertainment, but also they would make us super embarrassed by association.
A lot of the like bigger comedians I watch have kids.
Mm-hmm.
And they said it makes you a significant amount of content.
Well, it makes you relatable.
Also, like a lot of like stories, like comedy stories.
Yeah. Well, I know even a bunch of our friends like will share funny stories on social media of some of the stuff their kids do or say, and I'm like, that's funny.
I would probably get my kid to do so much dumb shit on social media, I'd probably lose them.
What?
Yeah, I might get him to do some dumb shit.
I don't think you can have kids.
Maybe not.
You're really worrying me.
I'll just get him to yell random wild shit in the supermarket. When you're out with mommy today, yell, "It's pussy time!"
Don't set me up for failure.
And I'll just be recording in the chip aisle.
We could like prank each other with our kids.
They might have problems.
There's a family that does it, I think, on TikTok.
If we have kids while in the States, are they American?
Yes.
Even if we're not American yet?
I don't know how that works. Maybe they're Canadian, but they're born American citizens? Maybe they're like dual?
Dual? That'd be cool.
I don't know.
That'd be so cool.
Move to Texas, have some kiddos?
That'd be that'd be pretty awesome for a child to be able to have dual citizenship.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you need a passport really when you crossed?
Yeah.
I guess you probably would.
Well, we'll see where life takes us.
I'm moving. I can't do it here anymore.
No.
I'm tired all the time
Yeah.
in this town.
I don't know. It's not. I don't think it's just this town.
Where would you raise your kids if you could anywhere you wanted?
Hawaii.
What? What is everyone with this Hawaii thing? You ever even been there?
No, but I want to.
Doesn't
It's
mean you want to be there
warm.
forever.
There's beaches and everybody's like, aloha, man. Everyone's just so chill.
That's like saying like, I want to move to America and they're like, what? I got fucking guns. You're going out, like, you expect Hawaii to all be like a movie.
Well, we went to Jamaica. Was it not like you thought it was gonna be? Hey, hey,
It's
man.
different
hey,
when you're
man.
when you're on a resort.
No worries, man. It's all good.
Hey,
Everyone's
man.
so chill.
Yeah, man.
I wish I could remember more of the slang they taught us.
Yeah, man. I wrote some.
Did you?
Yeah, let's see what this says.
Wagwan. I remember that. That was like, what's up?
Yeah, Erie.
Irie.
Wagwan, Irie.
That's like saying what's up and you say it's all good or something.
That's all I wrote.
Wow.
That's all I remember. Yeah, man. I accidentally shit in my bed. Yeah, man. I stabbed that woman back there. Yeah, man. Did
All
not
good.
matter.
Irie.
Did not matter. I shit on that pool in that pool. Yeah, man. Want to buy some Coke? We should have smoked weed while we were there.
I was a little nervous too.
Yeah, but like,
if we like
excuse me.
smoked it a lot, I would have been fine with it. But we don't smoke it a lot, and I don't know how like potent it would be.
I've heard our weed is actually pretty good here.
Well, it's all legal now.
Yeah.
It's not a thing everywhere yet. Holy tangent.
Oh my god.
How did we get on Jamaica and weed and drugs?
I don't know. Kids.
Kids. Yeah, they make you want to go to Jamaica and do drugs.
What is the one thing you'd want to do with a kid if we had one?
What's the one thing I want to do with a kid if we have one? I don't know, like teach them how to play sports.
Me too.
Like coach their little league team.
Too much.
Why?
My dad did it and he got stuck in it.
I'm talking like little league.
I know, he taught me baseball. So I was like...
Stop. Sit up.
I can't stop yawning.
Well, then sit up.
It's not...
You literally laid back and then yawned 6 times.
My body knows. My body's telling me sleep.
No, you're being lazy. Wake up. Take another drink of that nasty hard seltzer. That'll wake you up.
No.
We got seltzers from like a microbrewery. They're not good.
Don't say the name.
I would never. They're just, I didn't think about the fact that when you get seltzers from like a brewery,
They're
like,
obviously beer based.
They're beer based and they're very like hoppy.
I want to know what makes something a seltzer.
I don't know. I thought it was just supposed to be like a vodka water carbonation thing that makes it a seltzer, but those are clearly not vodka. Let's ask Google.
I think like Coors makes a beer based and a vodka based. Or Bud Light does.
Okay.
So I know they make both. I don't know what
We're
actually...
gonna ask Google.
Oh.
How do you make a seltzer?
No, what makes something a seltzer?
That's gonna be a hard question. Oh. It doesn't even just tell me. It brings me up a 12-minute video to listen to. Oh, seltzer is artificially carbonated plain water made by dissolving carbon dioxide.
We can make anything a fucking seltzer then.
The alcohol used varies from brand to brand, but generally they are clean-tasting spirits derived from sugar, malt, and fruit. So there's your beer.
Now that one tastes like Bigfoot's dick, so I don't want any more of them.
It is not good.
We have 2 more.
Yeah, those are going to stay in the fridge for when people come over and we're like, do you want a drink? Yeah, we got these seltzers from a brewery. You want one?
How much do you like beer? Oh, I like IPAs and I like stouts and I like... Okay, try this.
You like a hoppy drink? Here you go. Ugh. Alright, well, we don't know if we want kids, and we'll maybe figure it out someday, maybe not.
I think that everyone at this age... Well, you either fucking always knew you're going to stick to your script, get married, and have kids, buy a house. I don't like that script.
Yeah. That's a big thing for our age group. We're not following the norm.
But at the same time... I'm trying not to yawn again. At the same time...
Oh my god, just yawn.
No, at the same time... I think that there is a lot of like people our age right now that have no fucking clue what they want, and then I've seen a lot of people my sister's age that turn 30 and stuff, and then instantly they're like,
You made me think about it.
"Don't do that."
Made you stop.
And then by the time you get 30, it seems like now you're like, "I want a kid so bad." It's all you can think of.
I don't know. Maybe for women, like you hit 30 and your maternal just goes nuts. You know what we forgot to do?
What?
Your rose and thorn.
Huh.
Should we end it with our rose and thorn of the week?
Yeah, we could do that in
The
like 10
last-
15 minutes.
2 weeks? What was yours? My goodness, you're tired today.
Oh my god, I can't stop yawning.
Maybe you need like some iron.
I'm Iron Man.
Maybe we should get you iron supplements.
How do you know I'm the one that has no iron? Dad had too much.
Because you're really tired. Have you been drinking your AG1 every day?
No.
You gotta get doing that again.
Ah.
Okay, what was your rose? What was your good?
Bachelor party.
Oh yeah, I forgot you went on that.
Played some good rounds of golf. Feels good to be golfing again. It is wild how much the sun changes the way you feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was so like gray and gloomy for like 2 weeks straight.
We need to go for a walk. I start in an hour. You want to walk down with me and then you walk back up? And pick me up at 11?
No.
There you go, folks. If you're ever wondering why I don't go for walks.
No, we can go for a walk before you go. I'm not walking up Simcoe Hill.
Why? I used to bike up it.
No thanks. What was your thorn?
I'm gonna buy a bike.
Okay.
Thorn. Suit prices went up.
Oh, yeah.
I have bought 3 suits in the past 20 or 12 months. Nah, yeah, a year and a half. I've bought 3 suits. Each time they were under $400. Even though like one was like $330 and it came with shoes and a tie.
One of them was Calvin Klein.
It came with like shoes and a belt. And the next one was Calvin Klein. It was still like only like $325, $350. My custom wedding suit was under $400, and now Moores doesn't give you any deals.
Yeah.
It was a $590 suit.
It's a lot of money for a suit.
$600. I'm fucking sick. If you're listening to this and you're a friend of mine, don't put me in your goddamn shitty wedding.
That's so aggressive.
Well, now I find out which friends actually watch.
Yeah.
And if they don't, well then fuck them. I don't want to be in their wedding anyway.
Or they're going to say, I don't care, you're in my wedding anyway.
Yeah, that bitches. They better choose one of the 7 fucking suit colors I have.
Yeah. You have them all now.
If one more person chooses gray, I'm fucking out.
You're going to say, pick between the 2 I have.
Or I'm out. It's cool to have a bunch of different suits. I like it.
You need a black one still.
I don't have to buy one though for Randy's.
I know. I'm just saying, like, that's the one color you don't have. You've got
that's
burgundy,
for dead
navy,
people.
gray. No, some weddings do like a nice chic black.
Mm. Only if you're dead.
Oh my god.
That's a fucking funeral suit.
Well, you might need one.
I almost had to put one on.
Not funny. I would have had to buy you a funeral suit.
Would you have put me in a casket?
No.
What would you have done?
I would have cremated you.
Well, you didn't know what I wanted.
Yes, I did.
I hadn't made a real decision yet.
We talked about it.
I had never chosen burn me alive. Burn me to death.
You're already dead.
Yeah, what if you feel it?
You're dead.
What if you know and you can feel it?
See, this is what Nana says. She never wants to be cremated because it scares the hell out of her.
Yeah, it makes you think like, I can still feel it. But then my mind goes, you know, burning alive probably only take what? An hour? Then you're just done. Mm-hmm. You're just dust that goes around random places. My dick is on the mantle.
Oh my god.
My head's at my mom's house. Like, who knows?
That's the thought I like, that like everybody could like have some of me.
But then, I'm like, if you put me in a fucking casket and I still know where I am, it's gonna get pretty lonely. Can't even beat your dick 'cause you can't move.
Oh my god.
Oh god. I'm gonna ask, tell someone, go to this place if you get me cremated if I die before you. I'm gonna tell them, burn my dick separate and give it to my wife in a necklace and don't ever tell her what it is.
Oh my god.
It comes out like it looks like crumbs.
It's a little dick necklace.
Yeah, it's a cock necklace.
We started the podcast talking about if we wanted kids or not. Now we're talking about when you die.
Kids make me feel like I should just run on those train tracks sometimes.
Oh my god.
I still think we should hit them.
You're so aggressive today.
Sometimes it happens.
You can ask me my rose and thorn.
What's your rose?
It's gonna sound stupid, but it is kind of the thing that I'm like happiest about the last couple of weeks.
You're losing weight.
Yeah, I realized I lost 12 pounds since we've moved.
Nice.
Why did you fake me out?
You hit it.
Oh, not hurt enough.
Don't hurt me.
Yeah, that's good. Like, I feel better. I'm mentally feeling better. I think I'm physically getting
You're losing
better.
your ass, though. It's almost gone.
Not funny. I am very worried about losing my butt.
The thing is if you lose your ass, and then you shred weight on your stomach like you want to, and your arms, and I lose my fat fucking beer gut, our butts won't look as big. They won't need to, because the rest of us doesn't.
Or I could just get looking really athletic and muscular and still have a big butt.
That'd be cool. Same. Yeah. I'm fucking jacked, though.
Yeah.
Who's your thorn?
Thorn. I don't know. Thorn. can't eat ice cream.
I fucking hate that Dairy Queen is 2 minutes away.
Yeah, well, I'm okay now. I have IBS and the ice cream is not going well, so I'm not eating ice cream the rest of the summer, and that sucks.
Do you have like an officially diagnosed IBS?
Pretty much.
That's not what that means.
The doctor said there's one more test we could do, but if it's negative, you have IBS.
And you didn't do the test?
No.
You didn't want to shit on Saran wrap?
No, I did do that. I didn't want the camera out my ass.
That might be fun.
No, it's not.
It might tickle your fancy.
No.
Say, oh wow, I like this.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You're all over the place today.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon.
Sayonara.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Good night, good afternoon, good morning.
Every time.
Why do you go for it every time?
I don't know.
My wife wants to beat kids.